Turning now to Storm Watch 12 meteorologist Josh Colbert, who is just having the best morning this morning because you love seeing even more active weather, and that's something that we're getting back into once again today.
Gonna have a lot of it. Gonna have a lot of it over the next 7 days. So if you haven't buckled up, well, buckle up because we are in for quite a ride over the next 7 days, but honestly the next 48 hours. We're already seeing some wind gusts this morning, mainly in western Siskiyou County, also up towards Sexton Summit. We do have this wind advisory still in place for the Shasta Valley, and for the Rogue Valley it runs until 10 for this morning. So we'll see if the wind gusts actually start to pick up a little bit later on this morning. And it's because of the arrival of this storm system from the south. We're seeing some spotty areas of rainfall this morning, mainly on the west side, although some of this is getting over to the east side, so maybe I need to recharacterize that. But anyway, point being, the wet weather is spreading up towards the north. It'll continue to do that later this morning into lunchtime, into dinner time. So we're going to have rounds and rounds of rain and snow showers for today. We'll get a little bit of a break overnight, but here comes that next storm system into Wednesday morning. And then this will also continue to spread throughout the day. It's going to be a wet one. You can hear kind of the frustration in my voice because the pattern is just the same, and I'm just running out of ways to describe it. Anyway, let's just go on to the rainfall totals that we could have through Wednesday night. We could have upwards of 3 inches of rain for the Mount Shasta City area. We could have upwards of 2 to 2.5 inches for the coast. And we will be lucky to get over a ½ an inch for the west side valleys. We'd be even luckier to get more than that for the east side. Snow levels are going to be right around 4,500 feet later today. They're going to start off around 3,000 feet, but raising up to 4,500 feet. And they'll drop back down to 3,500 feet overnight. And then for tomorrow, raising up to 4,500 feet. And then for that next storm system, Wednesday night into Thursday morning, snow levels will be even higher, all the way up to 6,000 feet. So we have a couple impulses over the next 48 hours. So some of those projected snowfall totals over the next 48 hours are as follows: 4 to 6 inches for Mount Shasta City. More trace amounts we're expecting for Klamath Falls and Lakeview, then getting upwards of maybe 1 foot to 1.5 feet more for Diamond Lake and for Crater Lake. So it just keeps on coming. So ahead of all of this, the National Weather Service in Medford has issued a winter weather advisory in place for Siskiyou County above 3,500 feet, and then a winter storm watch in place ahead of that next round, and this is in areas above 4,000 feet, and that runs from 4 this afternoon to 4 on Wednesday. But I think they're probably going to manipulate some of those times, just given some of the latest model runs we've had. So here's the bottom line. We're going to have some pretty rough travel for Wednesday and then into Thursday morning with the multiple rounds of rain and snow and winds. We're about to have winds looking especially strong late on Wednesday and early on Thursday. So for today, multiple rounds of rain and snow showers and winds, pretty widespread. Then overnight, we'll get a little break in the overnight hours. I think it's probably going to be after midnight. And then we're tracking that next storm system into Wednesday, then a stronger impulse Wednesday night and Thursday morning. So that's why we're declaring another high impact weather day, specifically for the coast as it pertains to some of the damaging wind gusts we could have. All right, folks, here's your 7-day forecast. Rain and winds over the next 7 days for the coast. Pretty simple. For Siskiyou County, we're going to have a mixture of rain and snow over the next 48 hours. Then snow levels finally get high enough on Thursday that I think we just keep it as rain for the next few days. But it does look like the snow levels are going to come back down a bit for Sunday into Monday. So we'll see that same thing for the east side. Several days of rain sandwiched in between wintry events on either side. For the Cascades and Siskiyous, adding to the snowpack, adding to the reservoirs. I think you kind of know the song and dance at this point. And then for the Rogue Valley, that wind advisory runs until 10 for this morning. More chances at breezes and rain and the whole shebang over the next 7 days.